Good evening, everyone. My name is Christianne, and I'm with my movement. Tonight, we're going to be practicing Yin Yoga. If you're new to the Yin Yoga practice, that's okay. You don't need any prior yoga or meditation experience to enjoy this offering here tonight. You only need your breath and maybe a couple props if you have them. So if you're getting ready and setting up, you can grab yourself a yoga block. If you don't have any yoga blocks, feel free to grab a pillow. These things are here just to support us through the experience because we're going to move a little bit slower and not really force into poses. Our goal is to melt, to sink, and then within that, connect deeply to our breath, and we form a beautiful, very slow moving meditation. So take a moment to grab whatever it is that you need. And I recommend you silence your phone. If you'd like, you can turn down your lights. Kind of create the experience within your space so that you receive the most benefit. So collecting your things. We're going to start on our backs here this evening. So if you have a pillow or if you have several blocks, use those. Or you can just lie back on your mat and that will be fine as well. We're going to take this quiet, still shape to begin so that we can begin to connect with our breath, like I said. And then we'll build our practice from there. The breath is the most important part. Right? We're not going to stress too much about how the shapes look. Really seeking feeling and then uniting of both body and mind as we're here tonight. All right, so let's lay down. And you'll go down the long way of the mat. Stretch all the way out. If you have props, you'll place them beneath you, and I'll show you in a moment, but everyone just take a moment, reach to the fingertips, reach to the toes, stretch long. And then if you have any props, if you have a block or a pillow, you're going to take them beneath your back body. Right? So if you have one block, put on the lowest height, begin to lie all the way back. Your head can rest on the earth or with a pillow, and your arms will stretch out to the sides. Just finding this still, simple shape so that we can come together, get grounded, like I said, build our flow. The legs can stay long down the length of the mat. If you're feeling a bit more open through your hips or you're seeking more space there, you can bring the soles of the feet together and allow your knees to drop out toward the sides. This is Supta Baddha Konasana. Again, back body can also just be on the earth. Once you arrive, I want you to stretch your arms all the way out to the sides, allowing your palms to face up toward the ceiling. If you haven't already, close your eyes down. Together, we'll find a big inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale out the mouth. Again, together, breathe big. Allow yourself to exhale fully. Again, great big inhale. Feel your lungs expand. Sigh it out. Let it go. And then keep going here. You're not waiting for the sound of my voice to breathe. But here, tuning in to a natural ebb and flow that your breath is providing you here in this moment. Striving to bring our awareness solely to the breath for just a couple minutes here. In that, drawing the mind right here into present moment. Not what we did through our days or what is to come. by point focusing on our in-house and our exhales. Encouraging ourselves to be here right now, both body and mind. So we're finding slow, steady breathing. And without forcing, but just awareness. Asking yourself to gradually lengthen the in-house. Strive to match them with your exhales, right? Same like that. Try that a few more times. Noticing here with the steady ebb and flow of the breath, the sensations that are beginning to awaken within your physical body, your outermost layer here. Perhaps your awareness is beginning to move to the temperature of the air on your skin. Perhaps you're noticing the weight of your clothing on your body, the texture of the earth beneath you. And maybe how the body is feeling here, right? What is naturally feeling open? What may need a little bit more attention through this experience here tonight. Staying with breath, take a bigger inhale. And deep exhale. Good job. Again, breathe bigger. Allow yourself to exhale fully. And if your knees are out to the side, I'm going to ask you to bring your legs together. And then begin to heel toe your feet to the outer edges of your mat so your knees knock inward. If your legs are straight, you can leave them there. Just take a moment to release any sensation through hips. Great big inhale through nose. Deep sigh out your mouth. Let it go. That's it. Let's do that one more time. Big breath. Find a full breath out. Good job. And then from here, I'm just going to ask you to straighten your legs if you brought them together. And sitting up a little bit, keep your eyes closed down. Just remove any props that are beneath you so your entire back body is on the earth. Keep the props nearby, whether it's a block or a pillow. We'll incorporate them later in this experience. Lying back down on your mat, I'm going to ask you to draw your legs together and then reach your arms all the way up overhead. Point through the fingertips, reach for the toes. And then as you exhale, begin to pull your knees in toward your chest. Keep your back body on the ground. And just begin to wrap your arms around your shins. Rock a little bit back and forth. And you can move side to side. Try to keep the back of the neck long. Head, neck, and shoulders resting on your mat. Take a breath here, big inhale. Flex the feet a bit as you exhale. One more time, big breathing in. Deep exhale out. And everyone, you can stay on your backs and reach the arms out to the sides now. Again, allowing the palms to face out and the knees can come over your hips. Little flex of the feet, take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist over to the right side. So drop your knees over to the right. And then give a little shift to the hips. They come to the center of your mat as the head turns out toward the left. So your thighs can be together if that's uncomfortable here. Again, we don't want to force, we want to remain passive and peaceful as we find our yin yoga. You can take your block or your pillow and place it between your knees to allow the hips to stack without force. The arms will reach out toward the sides. Turn the head out toward the left as you relax your left shoulder blade closer to the mat. Take a full breath in through your nose. Deep breathing out your mouth. Let it go. Beautiful. Find a bigger inhale. Full exhale, navel in toward your spine. Take a few more here. Keep going. Complete breaths out. Twice more. Expand your lungs. Big exhale. Jump one more time. Sigh it out, let it go. And then keeping the eyes closed as we move through center, back body comes onto the earth, knees over the hips. And we'll greet the opposite side. So dropping knees to the left side. And then scoop the hips to the center of your mat to facilitate stacking of the hips. Palms are still facing up. And now the head is going to turn out toward the right side. Relaxing your right shoulder blade onto your mat. That's it. Take a big breath in. Deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Focus on your breath. Again, complete exhales out. Good job. We'll take two more. This last one, expand your lungs. Breathe out. And then you can encourage yourself to come back through center once again. Keep your eyes closed. Just moving with feeling here. Coming back in. If you used a prop, place it to the side. Keep it close by. Hug the legs into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. And I'm going to meet you on your right side body. So I want you to roll all the way over. So your hips and your shoulders stack. You can use your arm as a pillow. Place the left hand on the floor in front of the chest. And keep the eyes closed down. Right? Big breathing in. And deep exhales out. And before we create any more shapes here this evening, I offer you here in this quiet, sweet shape to set your intention for your practice here tonight. Perhaps asking yourself, why is it that I made this effort? To set up my space, to commit, and then the discipline, right, to show up and turn on the screen and make this time. What is it that the practice of yoga provides for you? And all reasons are valid, all intentions. Perhaps moving toward a space of more loving kindness for the self and the world around. Maybe we showed up here tonight to let a thought, a feeling, something go and move through us, right, to create space. If you find maybe you have some excess energy, right? Some abundance of love, you can make this experience an offering, right? To send it out into the world or to someone that you love. The practice of yoga is so much more than movement. Right? So set your intention wisely, breathe in. And deep exhale. One more moment here, stay connected. And breathe out. I'm going to ask you to place some weight in your palm, hand on the earth, and begin to bring yourself all the way up to sit in a cross-legged position, your Sukhasana. So allowing yourself to rise up, you're going to face toward the front of your mat. And just take a moment to cross your legs. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders over the hips. If your eyes are open, keep a soft gaze through the eyes. Hands can come on the knees. And as you inhale, bring your shoulders up toward your ears. Exhale, slide them back and down, release. And do that twice more. Big breathing in, scrunch them up. Exhale, let them go. One more time, exaggerate. Biggest breath, rising up toward the ears. Exhale, release. And then as you inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Take a full breath in. Eyes stay closed down, lean back a bit. And then on your breath out, you're going to begin to twist over to your right side. So back with your left hand to right knee. Hand behind your sit bone. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, begin to twist, turning your head over your back shoulder. Good job. Big breath, long spine. Even deeper, exhale out, feel the navel towards spine. We'll take one more. Expand your lungs fully. Exhale deeply. And then go ahead, come back through center. Arms come all the way up, full breath. Your breath out to move to the opposite side. So back of hand to knee once again. Opposite hand behind sit bone. Sit up tall. Breath out to twist. Right, you'll hear me through the experience to ask you to close your eyes. We perceive so much with how things look, right? The external. And here we want to move with feeling, so there's less stress about alignment. Right? Because we're spending more time in these shapes, sinking in softly and authentically, right? To reach that deepest expression. And take one more breath here. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Good job. And let's come back through center. Rise your arms, reach up. And then as you exhale, go ahead, release your hands to your sides. And again, I'm going to ask you to grab a block if you have it, or you can use a pillow. Stretch your legs all the way out down the length of your mat. Shake them out a little bit. They were crossed. And then you can bring the soles of your feet together just like you did when you were lying down. And if you didn't, here's your opportunity. Right, so the soles of the feet will touch one another. This is a Baddha Konasana shape. You want your butt, your sit bones still rooted on the earth. But we'll take this supported here tonight. So again, we can sink in and really begin to release and come deeper into our meditation. So the block or the pillow, if you have it, will go, the pillow will be on top of your feet, the block will be between your feet. Right? You can hold your ankles. If you'd like to hold the block, you can. If you have two blocks and you feel you're forcing to get your forehead on the block, you can even use two. But your knees will drop out toward the sides. And ask you to sit up nice and tall, right? Create a long spine, open up the heart space. And then as you exhale, begin to hinge at your hips and forward fold. When you arrive, take a breath in, find a bit of length, drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then as you exhale, begin to fold outward and down. So forehead is resting on the block or the pillows. Sit bones are rooted to the earth. And allow your breath to support you, right? Take a big inhale. And deep exhale. Again, fully expand your lungs. Allow yourself to exhale deeply. And do that together one more time. Great big breath in. Deep exhale. And allow yourself to keep going. It's my wish for our time here together tonight is that you're not waiting for the sound of my voice to breathe, right? We know how to do that. But you'll hear me more so as a pleasant reminder, right? If the mind begins to wander, quite often the breath will get shorter, maybe choppy if we arrive at a strong thought, or if we catch ourselves maybe in a loop of something from past. Even if it's tension in the body, right? It's all connected. And the breath is our mark, right? So we notice when the rhythm of the breath changes. Why does that happen? But this is a non-judgmental observation when we become aware. Because the very next cycle of breath, right, we have the opportunity to readjust, realign, and stay steady on our meditation. Right, so keep going, big breathing in. And allow for even deeper exhales out. Allowing yourself to stay rooted through your sit bones. And relaxed across the face. And so allow the corners of the eyes to soften. Space between the eyebrows, even though it's on a block or a pillow, right? Can you relax it a little bit more there? Perhaps beginning to peel the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Allowing yourself to get a little softer through the jaw and the teeth. We'll be in this shape just a little bit longer. So notice, right, that you've gone deeper in. That's natural because the body's beginning to relax into it. You may want to change the height of your prop. So if you're using a block, maybe you change the height. You may even be able to remove it. Same idea with the pillow. But notice as you shift the shape, and you'll catch yourself within the first few breaths. You know, are the inhales still full? And is there depth in the exhale? That's it. Keep going, right? Big breath in. Even deeper breathing out. Because like I said a few moments ago, the breath lets us know if we've gone too far, if we've pushed too much, and if it's the mind that brought us into the deeper expression, or if the body was truly ready. Are you able to be still? Big inhales. Deeper exhales. You have 30 seconds, expand your lungs. Exhale fully. Good job, take a breath. Breathe out. Awesome, last one, big inhale. Deep exhale. And then we're going to begin to release. And I'm going to ask you to go slow. Again, keep your eyes closed. Use your hands. Slowly begin to walk it back in. Allow yourself to sit up nice and tall, shoulders over the hips, chin lifting from the collarbone. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Stay still, take one more. Bigger breathing out. And then remove any props that you had incorporated into that shape. And you can blink the eyes open a bit, just keep a soft gaze. And everyone, you're gonna bring your hands behind you, fingertips pointing forward. Palms are flat. And just begin to pick up your legs nice and slow. Keep the feet about hip distance apart. And then I'm gonna ask you to drop your knees over to the right side of your mat. And turn the head out to the left. And you move to the other side. So bring them through center. And then over to the left side, head goes to the right. You'll take this a few times at your pace now. So you can go back and forth, one breath, one movement. Perhaps you want to stay and hold, right? You have that freedom. Express yourself. And the only requirement is that you stay with your breath. Good job. Let's take one more big inhale. Deep exhales. Beautiful. And then go ahead. Let's come back through center. And then you can extend the legs long down the length of your mat. Shake them out once again. Bring the arms up. Roll out the wrists. Open and close the hands. And then you're going to pull your left knee in toward your chest. Keep the right leg long down the length of your yoga mat. Plug the left foot into the inner thigh. Sit bones stay rooted on the ground. Again, we can grab our block or our pillow. And we'll use it for support on either our thigh or our shin as we begin to find our jhana Sukhasana, a forward bend that will create some space and integrity through the back body, as well as the hamstring, hip, and calf. Right? So reach the leg nice and long, flex into the foot, place the block either on your thigh or your shin, depending on the depth of your forward bend. Sitting tall, take a big inhale. And then allow yourself to forward fold as you exhale. Right, so not grabbing the foot with the hands, but staying soft in the hands here. So maybe they're holding your thigh, your calf. Personally, I like to leave them to the side so I'm not tempted to use the strength of my upper body to pull over my leg. Right? That's our yang energy. I want to stay in the essence of yin, which is more passive and, like I said, peaceful. We allow ourselves to sink and gradually settle into stillness and shape. So get a little flex of your foot. Take a big inhale, lungs extend. Deep exhale out. Begin to forward fold. Keep your heart space open. Close down your eyes. Deep breathing out. Full inhale. Big exhale. Keep the left knee dropping out toward the side. Equally grounded through both of your sit bones on the earth. Right? Press the butt down without moving. Keep the awareness to the breath. Good job, everyone. Bigger inhales. Deeper exhales. Allow yourself to relax the shoulders a little bit more. Slightly straighter through your spine. Draw the crown of the head forward. Bigger breath. Deep exhale. And awareness of not just body, the thoughts that are perhaps moving through the mind. Do we find ourselves perhaps leaning to one side? Maybe falling back a little bit into past, right? Can we come back to the here, the now? Space of intention you set just a few moments ago. The words within, something that will move you closer. They speak that will move you closer to the intention you set forth. Be here for a little bit longer. Big inhales. Deep exhales. Noticing these words, right? Maybe it's color, maybe it's shape that's within. Is this something that will elevate your story within the mind? So within that's what creates our realities, the worlds we exist in. Take 2 more breaths here. Big inhale. And deep exhale. Good job. Relax your shoulders. Big breathing. And breathe out. And then you can inhale to half rest, see your toes. Find a breath out there. And then super slow, we're going to begin to peel ourselves out of this shape. So I want you to begin to walk your hands in. Place your props to the side. And take a moment to sit up nice and tall. Great big inhale. And exhales. All right, second the vertebra once again. Let's do that one more time. Take a full breath. And a big breath out. I got stuck. Great, everyone. And then from here, we're going to move into our Stargazer. So you're going to bring your left hand right behind your sit bones. And you're going to roll up onto your left shin. The sole of the right foot's going to rest on the earth. So you're going to push yourself up from here. So you're balancing on your shin. Right foot is grounded. And the right arm's going to reach up overhead. I'm just kind of opening the front body here, creating space through the hip flexor. Lift high, big breathing. And deep exhale. Take one more. Let the head go back, front body open. Breathe out. Good job. Find your biggest breath. And then you're going to take it to the back of your mat as you exhale. You're going to release your hand down onto the earth. Find a tabletop position. So your hands will be beneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Just spread the fingers nice and wide. Press the palms into the earth. Tops of the feet pressing down. Find a big inhale, expand your lungs. Deep breathing out. And then as you inhale, find a cow pose. So you're going to drop your belly, lift your heart high, shoulders back. And then as you exhale, round to your cat pose. So press the earth away and you're going to gaze up through your inner thighs. And you'll take 2 more cycles. So your breath in, glide your heart forward and up, drop the belly. Deep exhale, move into your cat, chin toward the chest with the spine toward the ceiling. Nice, everyone. One more time. Big breathing, heart space will lift. Allow for a full exhale. Cat spine. And then everyone come back into your cow one more time. So spread fingers nice and wide, ground through the fingertips. You're going to curl your toes under and then push it back to your downward facing dog. So hands are strong. Knees can stay bent here. Sending the butt back in space. Drop the head down. You can bicycle out the legs a bit. Move the hips side to side, back and forth. The crown of the head is dropping down toward the mat. Ears are in line with your arms. Shoulders rolling back and down. Take one more breath here. Big inhale. And deep exhale. And then as you inhale, your right leg's going to lift all the way up. So you're going to get head point through your toe, reach it high. And then as you exhale, begin to bend into your knee and you'll stack your hips. And reach out toward the left side of your space. Press into the palms and you can roll the ankle around. Wiggle the toes. Bend and straighten the leg. Just open up the hip a bit and side body. Reach it up a little bit more. Deep breathing. And exhaling. One more time. Straighten out the leg. Point your toe. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your right knee to your right tricep as you find your plank pose. Bring your knee down to your wrist. And we're going to set up for our pigeon. So you're going to kick the foot out to the side. Drop your left knee down, flatten your top of the foot. And then I invite you to grab a block and or pillow here. You can either use them for support to rest your head on. And we're not quite as warm here, and that's part of the magic of the yin practice. We breathe these shapes kind of as is, right? Versus the vinyasa practice where there's more dynamic movement and warming. And we let ourselves sink and settle with the support, again, of our breath. So you can use your block here. Leg place it beneath the right sit bone so the hips are level. And before we fold all the way down, I'm going to ask you to sit up nice and tall. Right, shoulders over the hips, rise to your fingertips, take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, begin to hinge at your hips and you'll forward fold. Right, so crawl out with your fingertips. Flexing into the right foot, top left foot is pressing down. Crawl all the way out. And you don't have to lie down just yet, right? Maybe we're resting on our forearms to begin. Maybe it's the hands tonight, or we want to stay in today's body, not what was, or what will be, right, with more practice. Again, the here and the now, both body and mind. So beginning to settle into the shape, working out any fidget so that we can be still. As we find that stillness, let's tune back into our breath. Big inhales. And deep exhales. Go ahead, you can close the eyes down, take a full breath in. And a deep exhale out. Feel the inhale move through you. And the exhale surround and support you. And keep going. You're leaning into the sounds and the sensations that your breath provides you. This rhythmic, steady ebb and flow. And it's beginning to open your body more. Quiet down and align the mind. Job, take a great big inhale. Even deeper exhale. Just relax the shoulders a little bit more. Allow yourself to exhale deeply. Without judgment, just bring awareness to anywhere that you may be holding back within this shape. Right, asking yourselves on your breath out, right, can you come a little closer to the earth? Can you move through a little bit of tension anywhere it may be existing in your body? That doesn't have to be a big move, but maybe the jaw softens. Again, peeling the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Great. Teeth separate. Again, allowing the inhale to move through you. Exhale, surround you. Feel the heat of your breath. We'll be here for a few more moments, so if you are using a prop and you find you may have space to explore a little bit more, kind of deeper expression, you have that freedom here. So maybe the block moves to the side, the forehead rests on the earth. If you have a block or pillow beneath your sit bone, maybe you can release it. I say maybe because I'm not in your body. But do so with mindfulness and with ease. And how do we know if we did? When you begin to sink in, what is the quality of your breath? Is your inhale still full? And the exhale deep. And then adjust accordingly. Big inhales. Deeper exhales. Let's do that one more time. Great big breath. Deepest exhale out. Beautiful. We're going to begin to release this shape. So again, go slow. Close your eyes. Feel as you begin to make your way out. So you rise into your fingertips. You can keep your props nearby. Move them to the side of your mat. Take a moment to sit tall here. Hands will frame the hips. Great big inhale. Deep exhale. One more time. Sit up tall. Lift the chin. Flex into the foot and relax your shoulders. Nice. And then we're going to roll over onto the right hip slightly. And then you're going to swing the left leg all the way around and extend it long down the length of the mat so we can create Sukhasana on the opposite side. So I know that right knee's been bent for a little bit. If you want to shake it out a little bit, bring some blood flow back into the hip just for a moment. We got this. Let's go ahead back in. So plug your foot into your inner thigh. Knee drops out toward the side. Again, ground through your sit bones. Block is here for support or a pillow. Again, you can rest it on your thigh. Maybe it's your shin. Trying to use the strength of the hands or the upper body to pull, but rather your breath, right? Our deep exhales to provide us the depth that we seek over our legs. So place the block, the pillow wherever you choose. Take a great big inhale, flex into the foot, sit up tall. And then as you exhale, begin to forward fold by hinging at your hips and leaning the heart forward. So forehead can rest down on the prop. Hands can hold the thigh, the calf, maybe the ankle. Hands release to the sides, right, to not grab or force. Take a big inhale, flex into the foot, find a little bit of length through your spine. Deep exhale, forward fold over your left leg. Big breathing. And exhaling. Take a full breath. And breathe out. Let's do that together one more time. Big breathing in, lungs fully expand. Deep exhale. And keep going, right? Again, not waiting for the sound of my voice, but trusting and empowering yourself and leaning back into your rhythm, right? Not the sound of my voice. Again, here is a reminder. Trust your breath. Allowing yourself to breathe so deeply, so fully, so passionately that you're fully immersed in it, both within body and mind. And balancing the awareness of both spaces as they are connected. So allowing the shoulders to relax a bit more. And fall away from the ears, heart space reaching forward as you inhale. Breaths out, folding a little bit deeper. Staying connected to mind. Where is your intention? Continue to flex into your left foot. Big breath. Deep exhale. You have a few more moments here. So again, you have the option to keep your props where they are. If you find there's opportunity for you to go deeper into the shape, you can remove the props, place them to the side, keep them nearby. And as you go deeper, honest question to the self, right? Ask, are my inhales and my exhales still full and deep? Allow yourself to adjust and align accordingly. That's it. Keep going. Big breath. Deep breathing out. Lungs fully expand. Exhale, forward fold. Good job, everyone. One more time. Take your biggest breath. Lungs expand. Deep exhale. And then as you inhale, begin to rise halfway. Find a breath out there. And then we're going to begin to release the shape. So go ahead, slowly begin to walk in. Find fingertips, sit bones still rooted. Take a moment to sit tall, close the eyes, big breathing. Deep exhale. One more time, shoulders over the hips, broaden across the collarbone. Breathe out. And then we're going to move to our Stargazer one more time. So soft gaze through the eyes, you can blink them open. Your right hand is going to come behind your sit bones now. So bring the right hand right behind the butt. You're going to come up into the right shin. Sole of the left foot presses onto the earth. Some weight in the palm, sole of the foot. Lift all the way up. And you'll find a little back bend from here. Left arm's going to reach up all the way back. Ground through the shin, lift through the hips. Big inhale. And exhale. Feel your front side body open, big breath. Breathe out. Beautiful. Once more, big inhale. And then come back to the top of your mat as you exhale. So go ahead, spin it around. You're going to plant your palm and come back to a tabletop position. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees under the hips. Take a big inhale, peel your heart open, cow pose. Exhale, round to your cat. Press the earth away. Look up through the inner thighs. One more time. Big breath, pull your heart forward, fingers spread wide, cow. Breath out, find your cat, snuggle the chin in toward the chest, open the back body. And then cow pose one more time. Glide heart forward and up, weight in the fingertips, curl toes under. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Press into your palms. Feel it all the way back, look through your legs. Take an inhale. Deep exhale. And then as you inhale, your left leg's going to rise all the way up. Take a full breath in, point through the toe. As you exhale, begin to bend into the knee, stack your hips. Reach all the way out, roll out the ankle. Wiggle the toes. Creating space through left side body, drop left shoulder, big breath. Breathe out. Reach a little bit more, expand. Bend the knee. And then straighten out your leg, toe points, big inhale. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. You'll slide your knee down to your wrist, and you'll set up for pigeon. Kick the foot out to the side, right knee drops, top of the foot flattens. And you can grab your props. So maybe the block or the pillow is beneath the forehead. If you find your left butt cheek is way off the ground, you can place the block beneath or the pillow just to level off the hips so you don't stretch out the ligaments of the knee. Right, so allowing yourself to sit up nice and tall, flex into the foot, open heart space. And then exhale, begin your forward fold. So hinging at the hips, crawl the fingertips forward. And again, you can stay on your hands. You don't want to force. Right? Just want to sink in gradually. Maybe it's forearms. Perhaps you're laying down. Right? Try to stay in today's body. Again, not what was, what will be, but what we're feeling right now in a space that we can be still and allow our breath to do the work for us. So settling into the shape, take a big breath in. Deep exhale out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Give a little flex of the left foot. Top of the right foot is pressing on the earth. And then keep going, deep breathing. And exhale. Tuning back into your rhythm. Remember, eyes closed, just feeling here. Noticing what feels open, what feels good. Perhaps where you can sink in a little bit deeper or even release tension. But without force. Let the breath go there. Big inhales. And deep exhales. Relax the face, even if it's down on the earth. And you bring a bit more ease across the forehead, the corners of the eyes, the jaw. Along the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. The space between the shoulder blades. Keep going, take a big inhale. And deep exhale. Full breath in. And deep breathing out. If you're using any props, you may want to shift the shape at this point. We've been sinking in for a few moments. If you find there's a deeper expression available to you here tonight, you have the freedom to take that at this point. So block can move to the side, maybe the forehead rests on the earth. Again, check in with your breath as you shift. On this question, you can answer, right? Are my inhales still full? Are my exhales deep? Adjust accordingly. And keep going. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Continue to flex the foot. Take two more. Lungs fully extend. Deep breathing out. Good job, everyone. One more time. Biggest breath. And big exhale. Gradually begin to release. Placing props to the side, begin to find your hands. Begin to walk the fingertips in. And allow yourself to sit up nice and tall for just a moment. So tent up on the fingertips, take a full breath. And deep sigh out. Just one more time. Big inhale. And exhale. I'm going to ask you this time now to roll over to your left hip. And you're going to swing your right leg out in front of you. And then swing your left leg out. And you may want to shake them out a little bit. Hands on thighs. And we're going to find forward bend from the space, staying rooted to our sit bones. And then set up to take rest here. We're almost there. You're doing a great job. So again, you can use a prop if that makes sense to you. Block or pillow. This time I'm going to ask you to place the block between your legs. Block can stay on the highest height, lower. If you're using a pillow, you're going to drape it across your shins. Maybe it's your thighs tonight, because again, we don't want to force. Keep this experience passive and peaceful to bring calm to both body and mind. So sitting tall, give a little flex of the feet. Please don't not lock out the knees, right? Just keep a micro bend. Big inhale. And then forward fold as you exhale. So again, not grabbing, forcing with hands, strength of upper body, but hinging at hips and beginning to forward fold. Sit bones stay rooted. If you're using a prop, your forehead is resting on the block. Maybe you're holding the pillow. And staying grounded through seat. Big breathing in. Deep exhales out. Take a full breath. Big exhale. Keep going, expand your lungs. Allow yourself to exhale fully. And keep going, a few more cycles here. Keeping shoulders relaxed, heart reaching forward. Grounded through your seat. Remember, be here now, in both body and mind. If you find the mind is beginning to float, right, can you lower yourself back in? Reconnect with space of intention, your reason, your why, right? It's more than movement when we show up here. That's it. Take a big breath in. Full exhale out. Inhale. Big exhale. Last one, full breath in. Big breathing out. And then you can inhale to half rise, see your toes. Exhale there. And then we'll begin to make our way out of this shape. So I encourage you to go slow, right? Use your hands for support. Sit up nice and tall for a moment, shoulders over hips, deep breathing in. Exhale out. You can place your prop to the side, and you're going to begin to bend up your knees, pull them in toward your chest, and roll all the way onto your back. Just give a little squeeze, hug the knees in, rock a little bit back and forth, side to side. And inviting in any final shapes that you desire here before you take rest. If you enjoyed the twisting we found earlier in the practice, you have that freedom. Perhaps you'd like to move into your asana, your happy baby. You can reach up between your legs, grab outer edges of feet, and send soles of feet up toward the ceiling as you pull down on your feet. Rock a bit back and forth, side to side. Again, make this space this time yours. You can express yourself. Just stay connected to your breath. Keeping the back body on the earth. Big inhale. Deep exhale. Again, breathe big. Exhale fully. Set up to take rest. So if you haven't already, you can extend the legs long down the length of your mat. Keep your feet as wide as your mat. Hands will reach out toward the side, palms face up toward the ceiling. Close the eyes back down. Take an inhale through your nose. Deep breathing out your mouth, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Together once more, biggest breath. Sigh it all the way out. Allow yourself to keep the mouth open. Tongue releasing from the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Relax the space between your eyebrows, corners of eyes. Giving yourself permission to sink into the ultimate form of stillness here, our Shavasana. A space of divine rest and renewal and rebirth for both body and mind. Give yourself permission to let go for a few moments. I'll be here to close practice with you. Allow yourself to quiet down. Gradually take an inhale through the nose. Easy breathing out the mouth, let it go. Again, find a big breath in. Deep exhale out. Together once again, big inhale through nose. Side out the mouth. And once again, keep going. Begin to welcome some movement back into the body so you can wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles and let this movement trickle through you to help reawaken both body and mind. Back into the now, just a few more moments. Go ahead, you can draw your legs together. Reach the arms up overhead. Big breath in, point your fingers, reach the toes. And then as you exhale, draw the knees in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe the biggest hug you've given yourself all day. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. And then I'll meet you on your right side body once again. So go ahead, roll over, stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Use the arm as a pillow. Keep the eyes closed down. Take an inhale. And exhale. Before we rise to sit, I ask you to take a moment to thank yourself here showing up tonight, to having the thought or idea at some point through your day. Well, maybe I'll practice yoga, and then to actually show up and commit and move through the practice. I want you to recognize that strength right there. That came from you. So thanking yourself for doing something so good for not just your body, but your mind here this evening. To disconnect from the outside world. To tune deeper into your inner world. Right? To nourish that space, to listen closely. That is how we grow. That is how we evolve. Again, that strength came from you. So I thank you. Take a big breath in. Breathe it out. Say thank you to the self. I'm going to ask you to ground through your palm and come all the way up to sit, cross-legged position, Sukhasana. Stacking the shoulders over the hips, sitting nice and tall. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Hands to rest in the lap or at heart center. Big breathing in. Inside out. And I thank you. The light within me honors the dedicated space within you that showed up here tonight. Blessings, everyone. My name is Christianne. I'm here with My Movement, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.